People in their 20s tend to consume more. Most people start earning at this age, and the money just disappears. It is very important to be aware and know where you are spending your money wrongly. Otherwise, your purchase is literally useless. But don't worry, we are here to guide you so that you will not regret it later. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, like and turn on that bell icon for more exciting videos. Let's get into our topic. Once you start earning well, you tend to lean towards having some luxury in your life, leading to the worst purchases you can make. There's a lot to learn in making the transition to independence in your 20s, but managing your money should be one of your top priorities. Education systems are not always ready for young adults to understand financial responsibility. Quite frankly, finance can be pretty boring without the right teachers. It's important than ever. Don't stress yourself out too much. Your girlfriend's 20s are full of mistakes and starting over, but in this economy, avoid these 7 money mistakes if you can. Our first purchase is buying a car. Once you're in your 20s and start earning a decent salary, you'll think it's time to buy a car. You've always wanted it and you can finally own it. Monthly payback, but it gets a little annoying when you realize how very expensive it is to maintain and service a car from scratch. Fuel currently costs about $4.11 per gallon. I have no idea how much it will cost me to drive each month until I start paying for fuel myself. Then you have to take care to keep the car in running condition. You should keep your permissions up to date. The brakes need to be replaced, and these luxuries are just the basics. No need to buy and try a car beyond your budget. So, our second purchase is buying an updated technical products as new models become available. Lifehacker.com wrote a remarkable article on exactly this issue. We tend to forget the old information that the old product is also great and complement it with the new information that the new product is better. Former Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos called it an upgraded treadmill. A bit of luxury. The change is gradual. You can always add more software if you crave more or better, but you don't have to continuously replace old technology. The evolution of technology does not stop. We rarely go on vacation, don't do honorable laps, and rarely even stop long enough to catch our breath. There is always something new on the horizon. Our products and solutions are built on top of these technologies and rely on servers and programming languages, databases and messaging protocols, devices, and APIs. It's all yesterday's news when we start to build it into our products, and old history when we ship a version. The clock is already ticking. The third is renting fancy apartments, and I recognize that many of you can relate to this. You want a brand new rental, and you notice something online that appears extraordinary. You visit and find it to be lousy. It is small and dark, and there may be one window overlooking an alley. The bedroom is so tiny that there may be no way for you to get nightstands subsequent to your mattress, not to mention a wardrobe. And in a variety of instances, the mimeograph which you noticed online is not even an image graph of the real unit. But you find an idle unit and give it a try. It's like the Nook unit with large home windows, sun streaming through it, and birds chirping. It is like $300 or $400 extra than the alternative unit, which you have been searching for and the price range you have been looking to persist with. So there you are on this ideal rental, and you're looking to justify to yourself that you could come up with the money for this, not to mention all the expenses on painting and maintenance when the newness wears off. 4 is the Get Rich Quick course. Many people believe that only uneducated people fall for get-rich-quick schemes, but the reality is that under the right circumstances, everyone is susceptible. We've seen some of the smartest people in the world become obsessed with plans that promise the world on a golden platter. To further clarify this point, professional YouTube fraud detective Jim Browning, I actually got scammed and was forced to delete my entire channel. With the right tactics, even the best of people can be tricked. Browning said, "Growing up in a small English town in Hampshire, when I first visited America, I was amazed at how big everything was, from mansions to cheeseburgers. One day I was sitting in front of the TV in my hotel room. All I had to do was purchase their basic course, which at the time was a collection of videotapes. As a young man in my 20s, I was ambitious and wanted to do more, so I was drawn to advertising. Their sales tactics were perfect for attracting people like me, which I didn't know at the time. I called the TV number for more information, and they quickly told me about all the bonus VHS tapes and books I'd get if I purchased the product while I was on the phone. Of course, I didn't want to miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime chance, so I immediately ordered it. I was very disappointed when they arrived. It was just a general collection of information that I already knew, nothing new or groundbreaking. Just what I had already learned from reading books that were a fraction of the price. I tried, but the only answer I got was that if you really want to get rich, you need to buy the next set of VHS tapes. Now this is called a sales funnel. They just want to push you to the next product and make more money from you. The best way to avoid this situation is to be aware of the sales tactics that these scammers use. The products may change, but the tactics are always the same. They sell you a dream and give you just enough to want more. They will tell you that the product has a price, and then they will cut the price for a limited time, so you panic buy it right away, because when you panic, you don't think rationally. In such situations, it's best to act calmly. If they can make a deal today, they can do it next week, no problem at all. Moving on to number 5 is issuing too many credit cards. I know a lot of people disagree with this way of thinking about credit cards. A few credit cards can boost your credit score, but too many can lead to a cycle of compounding interest and debt. If you can't pay off the amount you're spending each month, you'll be buried in a snowball. Financing a vacation or a new wardrobe with credit card debt is an unhealthy financial practice. Amy Maliga, financial educator at Take Charge America, said, "Control. It's better to take it easy on your credit by making several small purchases on one credit card and paying the balance in full each month. Credit card savings are usually designed for one purpose only, so don't sign up all the time. This is to trick you into spending money you don't have and lure you into an inescapable credit cycle." Next is in-game purchases and currency and streaming services. While we're talking tech, let's dive into some in-game currency and assets. Do you know how much this is worth in yearly game revenue? According to Medium.com, it's worth $100 billion. They add that more than 47% of the 2.2 billion active gamers worldwide spend money on in-game currency and asset purchases. In most cases, this is a complete waste of money to begin with, as you can't swap assets between the luxury games. They are not redeemable and often have property ownership issues. You should save that money and spend it on something meaningful. If you add up the fees you are paying for all of these entertainments, streaming, and gaming services and products, it will quickly add up and eat a big chunk of your monthly salary. So, my suggestion is stop renewing the services, or only own the ones that you truly enjoy and can use in moderation. In this way, not only will you be saving a lot of money directly by cutting out these subscriptions, but also be able to make better use of your time and indirectly increase your wealth in the long run. Win-win. And finally, the last one is holidays and festivals that you can't afford. We're all about travel and experiences, but not all festivals need to be visited, and not all holidays need to be exotic destinations. If fear of missing out is intense, think about it. When your coworkers are years behind on their home or student loan payments and you're struggling with FOMO, remember Stephen Furtwick's words: "The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everybody else's." So, what was the worst purchase you made in your 20s? We always love hearing from you in the comments. That's all for today. Keep watching our channel for more similar videos. See you next time.